All right, we've gone about 45 minutes out to Bantai Sri Temple. This looks like a good structure. It looks like a big temple area because it's got a lot of support. I mean, there's a big ticket office right there. That's what the ticket offices look like. There's a huge parking lot, but there's nobody here, so it's going to be nice. We're going to be able to see this thing pretty much to ourselves. So there's a lot in this area. Here's Siem Reap. There's Angkor Wat. We haven't been there.
How can we even? We're not even on.
We're not even on this map. We're like way
oh,
up
there it
there.
is.
That's how far away we are right now. Bantai Sri. Look at that. That's how far away. We're gonna go see Eastern Mebon in a little bit, but this is the this is what we saw earlier in this video. And here's some of the earlier stuff we saw yesterday. So, yeah, that's a good map. There's the entrance to the temple grounds. Do not touch the carvings. Of course we're going to touch the carvings. Yeah.
Pillars here.
Yeah.
Listen to all the some kind of cacophony of critters up there.
Yeah.
Boy, that one.
Do not step.
Yeah, I don't want you stepping on that part. I just want you over this part.
Right.
Yeah, it's carved on top.
Thousand-year-old street. Look at the carvings on these things. It's rock. How in the heck? Okay, I caught a glimpse of this before going through. It's beautiful. Oh, well, low bridge. Man-made moat, basically, built in the 10th century.
'Cut your Hindu religion.
Yeah, our
Tuk-tuk driver.
tuk-tuk driver Chun was telling us about.
Yeah, but not enough for you.
So this part over here is cordoned off, but look at this building behind. That's really pretty. And there's lots of carvings up and around here. One of the guys that was near the entrance of this section asked us if we wanted a guide. And
a lot of the statues have crumbled. This looks like it was maybe a cow or a bull at one time, and then there's something right over here. Who knows what that was? But yeah, a lot of the statues are gone. but I can see a Buddha in there. There are some Buddhas that still remain. Really cool. But the carvings on the doors are just epic. All in stone. It's just, the stone carvings are just amazing. Looks like original road too, original flooring.
So they have all these little sandbags out. I'm guessing because it was raining earlier, and if it floods, you use these as little stepping stones. And then over here, there's some higher stones where it doesn't look like they have the stepping stones necessary anymore. So, yeah. Because it was raining earlier, and if it floods, you use these stepping stones.
Looks like they lined up some ruins that they found in there out here. With the temple center here, they do have these side rooms that run alongside that probably were covered at one time.
Water buffalo.
Yeah. Ooh. Came from that road over there and to this viewpoint. And it's nice that they have these viewpoints here because look at all the lily pads.
There's a couple beautiful lotus flowers poking up here and there if you can see them.
There's the hill too we were talking about earlier. Right there. It's not a lot of elevation in this country that we've seen so far. It's been mostly flat. But just look at all the lily pads. All the way around. Bayun Temple, late 12th century. This is the west entrance. This is where they check your ticket. Your multi-pass. This is Bayun Temple. This is the main temple in Angkor Wat. There's a lot of little temples that I showed you earlier, but this is the main one. This is like, yeah, I don't know what else to say on it. It's just the big one. All right. I don't know why I do that. Why do I start with all right, 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 all right? Okay, so entering Bayun. Here's a temple set up. First thing, we didn't have to go very far to see one, or a shrine, not a temple, a shrine.
Kind of looks like he has a mustache on.
Or lipstick. Got a mustache or lipstick. Must be a 70s Buddha. Oh, look at the carvings. Yeah, having those stairs help a lot when you get through this section, because, yeah, even those are pretty steep. Such beautiful carvings. Wow. All right, this isn't the best smelling temple. Smells like it's been used as a urinal quite a bit. But, yeah. Carvings are gorgeous, but pew.
Just integrity of the structure.
Yeah. The sun's not right in the right angle for us right now. And we are going counterclockwise. We're going the wrong way. So maybe just a matter of time before they say, no, go the other way. All right, I have to say, this temple seems more like a maze because there are some tight corridor spaces to go through, and you can get turned around in here really easy. I mean, there's just, you got the footing here. See the crack through there, but I mean, it's there. It's just, you just don't know which way to go. If it wasn't for the sign saying this way, we'd probably be lost. There's one of our favorite signs. But, I mean, looking outside, though, too, if you go this way, yeah, looks like temple wall. But, yeah, these are, it's a maze in here. All right, and found another shrine. Cool. We see like these stairs everywhere, but they're not allowing us up there, so this temple must be in pretty bad shape for us not to be able to go up to the top. You know, faces up there. I don't know if you can see the face. Let me see if I can zoom into the face. Each direction there's a face on each of the temple spires, I guess. North, south, east, and west. There, got to get that one in frame. So you can just kind of lower it, you kind of see the other one. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, I would think this is original. There we go. A lot of people, yeah. A lot of people here. So just remove all the people and you can see the beauty of the temples. All right, they got a Khmer Army march on the wall. It's really cool. I mean, it's low and it's high. I'm trying to get as much of it in there as I can. Just, yeah, really impressive.
Yeah. And also you see the restaurant for the alcohol and snack.
You know, if I were a kid and I lived in this area, this would be the best temple to play hide and seek. I'm just putting it out there. Because there's a lot of little places to hide, and it's not overly huge. So if you can get a big group, like, you know, 10, 100 of your best friends and play hide and seek here, yeah, that would rock. Yeah, the carvings are, I think that's what makes this temple stand out, is the actual carvings in the wall. The carvings in the walls are just really, really clear and just beautiful. And they're massive too. I mean, this goes all the way up there. There's a good lighted shot of this temple. Yeah, I think we're about done for the day. Pretty much templed out at this point. We'll have one more day of some smaller temples, but this is probably the last of the big temples. I think we have one more big temple coming, and I'm sure we'll show it to you. The nice thing about these carvings right here on the wall is if you want to take the time to read, they post what everything is. Shield, Sham Mahut, automatic crossbow, you know, and it tells you exactly what it is and what the what it's all about. So if you want to take time to read it, great. There's just so many temples to see, and if you're here for a short time, it's kind of hard to stop and read everything. Prakan. All right, we've made it to Prong Kong, which is a large temple, and we're entering through the north gate, and we are going to exit out of the west gate because it's so big. We'll just continue through as opposed to come back this way. And there is a moat that goes around this one too, but look at the bridge. They got all the figurines on the side. From what I understand, one side is good and one side is evil. I've not been able to determine which one is which. But yeah, look at that. That's just the gate to get into the temple area. See the moat and the wall that goes around. So you got a moat and then a huge wall to go over. So it is well protected. Guess they're repairing that one. Yeah, and you can walk through.
Has a different shape, like it's
But it's got like a duck bill or almost something. I don't know.
Yeah, but look at its toes.
Yeah.
It's like it's a, I don't know, monkey creature of some sort.
I don't know.
That's a cool tree that's going up there behind it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna say that this is probably the original stone for the bridges and stuff. But there's the walk back. Of course, now I got good light, but this is being held up by scaffolding and stuff, so yeah. But it gives you an idea. And you just turn around and you head toward the temple with a big tree in the middle. Wow. I need to get a photo from here. Okay, this thing is huge because we just went over a moat that had a wall, and now we're coming into another gate with another wall. This is, look at the wall here too. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can see how all the doors just line up all the way through. It's amazing how they did that, you know? Just straight shot all the way through.
Ooh, pretty, look. Look at all the flutterbys.
Like, I guess we're in the inner courtyard now. I wonder if there was a roof on this at one time. I don't know. All that's left standing of this Buddha, just his feet. They got some incense going in the corner. Wow. Goes quite a ways that way. We're heading out to the south gate right now. We still need to go out the west gate, but we want to see what the south gate looks like first. We found the south entrance. Didn't find the south gate, but the south entrance. So Oh. Yeah. Look at those dudes.
Yeah, they garden the place.
Yeah. We turn around and the big reveal. So there's the south entrance. Yeah. They've got 3 guards here. 2 without heads. This one's got a sword. I guess he was a protector of this temple. Another one on this side too. With swords. Don't see too many with swords. I ain't fitting through there. Spa? Pool? Alright. This is the biggest standing chamber still left at this temple. They're holding it up, but it's still intact. It's got good room in here. They're still holding, yeah, they're holding things together. But that's out to the west gate. All right, the west gate has headless guards too. Pretty. One last sweeping view of the west gate. I hear music. Sounds like people are playing for money. Alright, we've reached the west gate. And there's some statues out on this one too. So these gates are pretty majestic. Or probably were very majestic back in the day, but feel the wind going through this gate tunnel. The road is so uneven, that's why everything's bouncing around so much. Wow. Yeah, this has the guards. The good and evil. I don't know which one's good and which one's evil, but yeah. That's just,
Pretty cool.
yeah. It is.
This is very refreshing.
Yes, it is.
We each got a coconut shake.
No sugar.
Oh. So she said in a coconut shake usually they put coconut, ice, milk, and sugar.
Coconut milk.
And I said, can we get it without sugar? She says, yes. Yummy.
All right, lunch is here. I got yellow noodles with chicken, and Sarah got yellow noodles with chicken
And ginger.
and ginger. I forgot the ginger.
Very good.
Mm-hmm.
Who would have thought in the middle of the jungle, out in front of a temple, you can get such delicious food. Yummy.
Who knew? All right, here's Neek Pong. And this is a popular one. There are a lot of people here, but we gotta walk across the lake on a bridge to get there. Wow. This is another man-made lake, made in the 12th century. And they put the temple right out there in the middle of the lake. But this lake is gigantic. It must have taken ages to carve out. It's just so big. Got some water lilies with some lotuses that are open. Oh, look at those. Dragonfly on top of that one. Oh. Yeah, this is just amazing. It's more of a water temple, looks like. A lot of people here, though. A lot of locals, too. Which is, maybe this is their Sunday walk in the park.
Okay, this area is really cool. It's where they have kind of a serpent coming out of the water. And I remember bits and pieces of people who'd been able to go to the museum when it was open about describing what the meaning of this is. And it's now kind of reminding me because, you know, walking around the corner and seeing this all pretty much surrounded by water. So it's pretty neat. This seems to be an area where the locals come. It is a Sunday, but it seems to be almost like a national park place for people to go and enjoy their weekend at, is kind of the impression that we're getting. A lot of families and people just kind of hanging around and enjoying their day off together.
The ensigns there.
Yeah, looks like somebody went through the gate over here to lay some bananas and other fruit. And there's some incense smoking.
Yeah, look at all the peoples. Just another angled view of this temple shrine area. Looks like a shrine that's in operation. Yeah. Now we get to walk back across the lake. All right, looks like we got stairs that go up and over the wall to get to Ta Prohm. Cool. Ta Prohm Temple, late 12th century. They are working to help restore it, or to keep it standing. That's usually what it is. All right, we're here at Ta Prohm, and this is the second most, visited temple here in this Angkor Wat area. And you're probably wondering, well, why is it the second most? Obviously, Angkor Wat is the first one, but this one was used in the movie Lara Croft Tomb Raider back in the early 2000s, and ever since then, people have been flocking to it to see it. And the interesting thing about this is you see that tree that's coming right out of the center. Yeah, you'll see a better view of it on the other side, but yeah, that tree is going right through the middle of the temple. Looks like some people are meditating over there. This temple's quite impressive. The carvings are just beautiful. Here's another tree that's just growing out of the temple. Wow. The trees growing out of the temple probably destroyed a lot of this temple. I mean, you can see the crumble here. You can see where it broke off from there. So imagine the trees caused a lot of the destruction of this temple.
Pretty cool, huh?
Check that out. Wow. All the crumble.
Look at
The rubble.
piles of just...
I know, stones just on top of each other.
I bet it was caused by more trees because they're everywhere.
Yeah.
Look at even behind you.
Yeah.
They cut this one or it fell. But look at how it was taking over the wall.
Yep. Tear down the wall.
That tells you the kind of
Trang,
tree it
yeah.
is.
Ficus ultim. Oh yeah.
Altissimo biome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we go through? Going this way. Yeah, you can see the tree right in the middle of the temple. I mean, it's pretty amazing. You can see the carvings in the side of the wall. Yeah. Another tree just coming right through the temple. Yeah, with the recent rains, this area can be treacherous. Quiet! It's a temple! Look at the size of that trunk. Was that deer?
Look at all the moss.
Yeah. Well, it's pretty.
Yeah.
It is pretty wet. Another tree that's taken over the temple. Wow, those are huge trunks. The roots are just gigantic. I have to say, this is a very picturesque temple. Very picturesque temple. It's just around every corner there's something cool, especially with the trees growing.
It's a little squishy over here. It rained a lot yesterday, but this is really cool. We're kind of walking around over near the edge of this temple area. Nobody seems to be wanting to go over here for whatever reason, but it looks cool. So we're gonna check it out. Another cool. All these trees are so cool. Check out the roots. Oh, there's an opening in the wall over here. Oh, yeah.
While the rain.
Catch basin.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
At the old wall around this part.
Okay, next to Angkor Wat and Bakhang due to the sunset. This is the most people we've seen in the temple. There's quite a few people here and there and throughout, so I can see why. It's a popular temple just due to the fact that it's so picturesque and why it is the number 2 most visited temple. I don't have actual stats. I've been told that, so I don't know the actual facts.
Here's another Tomb Raider. further in. Look at over there.
All right, this is the west entrance of Top Rum. Very beautiful. They have a description of the temple over there. And that's the bridge out. On to the next one. East entrance is just some stairs up over the wall. This is probably the only real entrance, and this is on the west side, so you probably really enter from the west gate and go to the east gate and then out. But since our guy started, oh, look at that, that's cool. Our guy started us on the east and said he'll meet us on the west. Wow. Got some monks. We got the temple straight ahead. Wow. This is the walkway into Angkor Wat. And I can already see they got a lot of construction stuff going on over there. See cranes and heavy lifting machines, so I guess they're restoring it. Well, it's beautiful, but it's not so grand with all the construction equipment going on. I mean, this was the entrance, the normal entrance for the tourists, but you can see in front they're working on stuff. So they've built a new one, a new entrance for tourists over there. So you go in and on the side. But this is the front of Angkor Wat. Wow. And it looks like there's a lake or a moat that goes all the way around it. All right, I guess we'll go to the new entrance and go on from the new entrance. Oh wow, this is just the gate of Angkor Wat. I can see Angkor Wat coming up. Oh, look at that. And here's the grand reveal. Dum dum dum. All that stuff that was in front was just the wall. Now we're inside the temple grounds.
We have 2 more miles to walk there.
Yeah.
Looks like you're at least allowed to walk on the ground.
It's like you can walk right off the edge and walk right into the forest if you want. But there's some more, looks like pieces that have fallen. They just kind of put together in an area so you can check them out. And they got these little home things here. Guard shacks, I guess? I don't know. We could have got a tour guide, but yeah, you know how we roll. If you've been watching long enough, you know how we roll. It's a guessing game. If we find tidbits, we'll either say it or we'll post it.
Okay, our tuk-tuk driver, Chun, told us don't get a tour guide because they're not licensed and they don't know what they're talking about. But once we got onto the property, it looks like there's certain people we've seen with like a pale yellow collared shirt with a insignia on the shoulder with these little green lanyards, and I'm kind of thinking that those might be official tour guides. I'm not sure, but if we had one, we'd probably know what these little buildings on the side are. So yeah, whatever they are, they're empty. Oh, there's a sign over there. Guess we go see what it is.
I just wanted to point out these short steps that we're going up and down all the time. Okay, you can see my foot. See how it doesn't quite cover the step? I'm a size 11 shoe, so yeah. And they're like that all the way up. So the sign on the wall says it's the Northern Library inside the outermost enclosure of Angkor Wat. So, all right, we're just about at the end of the outermost area of the temple grounds. And we're going to be heading inside the temple. That should be interesting. Some of the design on the entrance, just all stone, you know. Okay, this has to be the pool. What else could it be? There's another one over there too. Pools on both sides. Oh, look at the carvings. Wow. That's some amazing Some amazing carvings.
I wonder why all the hands are cut off on the right hand.
Is that Shiva? No. Artifacts. Yeah, restoration. Trying to keep it standing. Yeah, something goes up that stairs, but let me see if I can stick my hand out the window. You can see the groove in the rocks for the drainage. And they got a little hole right over there. So clever. Done 1,000 years ago. Now you can see some of the newer stone put in that's just above Sarah's head. Probably just to replace it, keep the thing standing. But you can see the older stone and the newer stone next to each other. So they are trying to help restore this thing, which is no big deal. I mean, it's still an old structure, so whatever they can do to preserve it, I'm cool with it. Okay, remember those stairs that I showed you earlier? Look how steep this is up to the top. Jeez. Where's the handrail? See some of the materials. All toppled over, no longer intact. We're just outside of the main temple to the north. Made it. Those are some steep steps. The big pool.
So we are inside. Look at all the carving up above. Looks like what is supposed to be two large pools on either side with a raised walkway in the middle and all around. And looks like a couple more pools in the back. But I mean, everything is just so carved. Oh, look at this. You can tell the wear and tear on some of this. They've done some patching over here. Worn away with weather and time.
A este lado ahí sigue la visita. ¿Qué quieren ir a ver? ¿Qué quieren ir a ver? ¿Ven por acá?
Yeah, you can't really see in there, but there's a Buddha lying down with a gold. This is the center pillar area, the center temple area. That's the top of Angkor Wat right up there. Yeah. And that lying Buddha was underneath that tall section. This is a good vantage point to see the canopy. The jungle, the Cambodian jungle, where all these things just sit in. I'm sure there's some out there that haven't even been discovered yet. This is looking out the front from the top. You can see the front gate in the distance with the outermost common area. Of course it's backlit, but yeah. This is one of the gold wraps that they're wrapping around the gods that they're still bowing and worshiping. Even though that one was headless, some of them have pieces removed. Well, looks like they light this area up. There's lots of lines in there, but yeah. All right, we've been seeing this balloon go up and down. I guess you put a bunch of people in it, they send it up in the air so you have an aerial view of Angkor Wat from a distance. I wonder how much that is. Now, this inner area is divided by 4 pools. There's one here, one directly across, and there's one on that side, and then one behind the main temple structure. But with the sunlight, this should show up pretty well. Give you a good idea of the carvings that are still in there. Some more of the canopy and the side grounds of Angkor Wat, looking south. All right, here you go. Here's one still being worshipped. They leave money and light incense.
Sometimes fruit.
Fruits, flowers. There's still amazed by the stone carvings. Just some of these are still pristine still. Even the roof design, carved stone. Some of this is fallen. You can see some of the carving still in this, but it looks like
writing.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I got a glare.
Over on the side.
Yeah, look at the writing. These are on the columns near the center pier, near the center column. And it's like, there's a design of the center column right there.
There's not carvings on the other.
I'm kind of noticing that each direction has a god. We're facing due south, and there's that one. There was one facing due west, one due east, and one due north. So, yeah. But there's 4 main Buddhas in this section, in this center section, facing a direction. This is the southern facing one. So it's nice to see a Buddha intact. Go ahead.
Okay.
There's what the courtyard looks like without all the tiles that they're gonna fix. Okay, we're on our way out. We stumbled across the southern wall on the outer area, I guess, and it's carved beautifully. It goes all the way down there. It's the whole thing all the way down from side to side. We're a lot smaller. This is pretty large, but it's really epic. If you have the chance to come see it, get on a plane, see the world.
All right, we are leaving the main building of Angkor Wat. Getting ready to walk across the large open area through the middle before we go come out the other side. I'm glad we came here. I think total time we will have spent maybe a couple hours, which I think is enough time. We had time to climb up into the upper area and back down and look around. If you think that you would take more time than a couple hours, give yourself enough time where you don't have to worry about it. We want to make sure that we can get over to the other temple for sunset tonight. And so our tuk-tuk driver suggested that we meet him back outside, all the way outside the front by 4. So we have time to get over there and everything.
There's the first monkeys we've seen. There they go. Somebody dropped their water and the monkey went right after it, and he's going after the water or juice.